Welcome to this webinar. It's special today because today is the 13th moon. It is a window of opportunity for us to diffuse negativity. And I am going to share with you several techniques that Dr. Pillai has given to us, has given to the world that we can use on this opportune day. So I'm going to share my screen and show a little PowerPoint to help guide us through. And please post your questions a little bit later so that I can get to them. In the meantime, feel free to listen along and share with your community online. I know we're streaming on Shreem Brzee official YouTube as well as Facebook. Please also do us a favor, like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. It helps us to bring Shreem Brzee to more people, which is what we want to do. So today, as I said, is the 13th moon and is particularly a good time to diffuse scarcity thoughts that block your prosperity, especially the 13th moon that comes before the full moon. So I'm going to teach you a bit about Dr. Pillai's techniques to employ a surrogate spiritual ritual or technology to diffuse karma, and also how to dissolve a limiting belief using Shreem Brzee. I'll also be playing a meditation from Dr. Pillai. So we have some great teachings and experiences for today. And by the way, this will be maybe 30 minutes in length, so to help plan your day, and then you can post questions and I'll take those. So what is the 13th moon? Every day honors us with a different phase of the moon, and there's 15 of those. When they are waxing and waning, depending upon which kind of direction, if you will, the moon is going. Really, it's about how much light is being shown to the moon. And each phase has its own energy, embodies its own power, and employs certain goddesses. The 13th moon gives us an opportunity to dissolve and diffuse negative karma, thoughts, actions, beliefs that are holding us back. And it happens twice per month. It's just an amazing opportunity for us to use this time wisely. So the entire phase of the moon, and you can calculate that on a calendar or an Astrovet Hora Watch or Astrovet Assistance app to know when those days fall. But in general, it's 2 days before the full moon or 2 days before the new moon. And today happens to be before the full moon, which makes it particularly a good time to remove karma regarding wealth and removing your poverty consciousness. So what do you do on these days? You want to do a surrogate karma cleansing technique, which I will show you. Chanting Shreem Brzee or Brzee at the throat, which we will have Dr. Pillai do for us in a brief meditation. And then list out what are those self-defeating habits and thoughts that are bombarding you. When you can get clear on what they are, you can help diffuse them even more powerfully. By the way, this is a statue of Vishwamitra, the Brzee, the being who gave Dr. Pillai Brzee. So let's start with the surrogate spiritual technology. Some of you know what this is. You will take an object such as a lime or lemon, coconut, pumpkin, or flower, and place or pass your energetic kind of imprint into that object. You'll also chant a mantra, because this is the Shreem Brzee channel and we're talking specifically about Shreem Brzee techniques. You can use Brzee for this. Dr. Pillai says Brzee mantra is powerful for removing karma and getting rid of scarcity of all kinds. Now, how to do this, I'm going to quickly stop sharing and show you the technique. So you'll take this object in your right hand. It could be a flower or lime, lemon, coconut. Any one of them is fine. Now remember, you're passing the negative energy into this object, so you don't want to use it afterwards. You want to destroy it and then wash your hands, clean yourself in the space. So you take your object, place it into the right hand, chant Brzee at the throat or Shreem Brzee at the throat, and now you can roll it around the throat, the shoulders, the forehead, the entire head, the body, the heart center, anywhere where you may have ailments or hurt. Use it, it's absorbing the negativity. So it's this beautiful technology. And then once you're done with that, you want to cut this completely in half if it's a lime or lemon and throw it in the garbage. Wash anything that you used, your hands, the knife, the cutting board, whatever. If it's a flower, you want to crush it, throw it in the garbage, and again, wash your hands. If it's a coconut, same technique. You want to smash the coconut and then discard all aspects of it. And then again, wash yourself or anything that it touched. Same with the pumpkin. Smash it or break it or cut it and discard and clean. So we're cleaning because remember, we're passing on this negativity into this object. This wonderful little object has decided to take our karma for us. And it has a certain aspect of quality to it that allows it to be used that way. So amazing spiritual technology. And I do have to admit, when I first heard of it, I thought it sounded wild and highly unlikely to work. And then once I started using it, I was like, oh, this stuff really works. So if you're feeling doubtful, try it out and then see how it goes. The first time I broke coconuts and cut limes or lemons, I felt a weight lifted from me. This negativity kind of was just leaving my body and my mind. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I'm doing this every day. So one thing you can do is do it every day, but more specifically, make sure you do this technique on the 13th moons. You can do it during the hour or an hour and a half before sunset on the 13th moon, which is even more condensed time to employ these rituals, or just in any time during the 13th moon is fantastic. So post any questions you have below and we'll get to that. I'm going to go back to our screen share. So I told you the how-to on the karma cleansing and why that's important. So that's your first technique. Your second technique is Brzee or Shreem Brzee at the throat. Now, the throat is a juncture that holds and stores karma. It is one of the most dense areas of the whole body, energy body and physical body, to hold karma. Dr. Pillai talks about how the Adam's apple signifies karma, how Lord Shiva drinking the poison and moving into his throat signifies karma. So across a variety of spiritual paths, we see this juncture of the throat being a place that is important for clearing out for karmic circumstances. And so when you use the technique that I just showed you for the surrogate, especially at the throat, again, an amazing way to clear that pathway. If you don't have the object, what can you do instead? Just simply touch the throat and chant Brzee or Shreem Brzee. Dr. Pillai has said Brzee, more specifically by itself, is better for clearing karma. So go ahead and use Brzee. However, the meditation we're going to have with Dr. Pillai will be with Shreem Brzee. And we will get to that after the presentation. So we'll do our meditation when we're done. The third thing that I'm recommending is to list out your defeating habits. What is holding you back? Get clear on what they are. Clarity is creation. If you can get clarity on what it is that is happening in your life, whether it's the negative things or the positive things, it will help move forward your objective, your agenda to be creating a better life, so a life that you want to live, something that is going to be more fulfilling for you. So get clear on what's holding you back. And how I typically do this is like follow the thought. So maybe you're feeling like you can't have money. You're feeling like you're stuck. Why do you feel like you're stuck? What about that thought process is having you feel stuck? And list it out. Oh, maybe it's something my mom said when I was younger, or maybe it's just that I feel pressure that I can't leave my job and only because I'm only making a certain amount, or maybe there's this, right? Like get clear on what those thought patterns are, what those habits are that you're doing on a regular basis, because that's continuing to feed the machine that is your thoughts, that creates your mindset, that creates your reality. Okay, so we're breaking down those thoughts and listing them out. Next, you want to ask the divine to dissolve them. So I just showed you 2 different techniques to use, but now we're just simply asking whoever it is, it could be any one of your favorite divine beings, to ask you to please come and help me dissolve this. I don't know what to do any longer. It feels stuck. I feel stuck. Please help, right? So prayer and asking. Now, if you're listing them out on a piece of paper, optionally, you could burn that paper and make sure that that is safe to do. So we're transitioning from the 13th moon, today's session, what to do about it. And now I want to jump ahead to the full moon that is happening this week. Reason being is because this is the most powerful time of the entire month to be using Shreem Brzee, and I don't want you to miss it. So we're jumping ahead a couple days, and I'm going to give you the PowerTime outlook. So in the US, the full moon is falling on February 15th through the 16th. I invite you to do extra meditation. So you want to meditate, chant, visualize what it is you want to manifest, write out your goals, write Shreem Brzee. If you can, gather in groups online or however works best for you, because group energy and synergy creates more energy, compounds, it multiplies our efforts. All of the prayers, the meditation, the rituals we do on a full moon are multiplied. We're literally magnifying everything that happens on the full moon with the grace of the divine beings who are there to support, including Goddess Lakshmi. She is more present, has more energy that she's kind of shining down upon us on the full moon days. So you always want to do things like, let's say, 13 moon rituals for karma dissolving and manifesting on full moons. Those are how we use power times to make the most of that time. So there is a time for everything. Dr. Pillai teaches about the time chakras or time energies that allow us to have that track to move forward on. So 13th moon, karma removal, full moon, manifesting. This particular full moon, because it's the royalty full moon, it aligns with the Maga star in Vedic astrology, is uniquely a time to make ancestor offerings. Normally, we always do that on the new moons. This is the one time we're saying also do it on the full moons. The other things you can do is rituals, whether you're doing them at home, if you know how, or to join in a fire lab. Pillai Center is hosting a full moon fire lab that I'll tell you about as well. So that's a bit about the full moon, why this month is so important and different and unique. And I really want you to be able to utilize this time. So please make sure you do that. A little bit about the program we just started called Manifestation Immersion, Shreem Brzee Manifestation Immersion. We are doing weekly group teachings which help understand and unravel more of these teachings of dissolving the negative mindset, how to dissolve karma, a teaching and specifically technique with Dr. Pillai. We're going to go through the manifestation formula of how to create what you want. There'll be weekly pujas, full moon meditation for 5 hours, interactive fire labs, and 4-hour meditations and chanting every Friday. So it's a bit of an immersion. That's why it's called that. And if you would like to you can still join. The link is below this video, and you're welcome. We just had our first session today, a couple hours ago, so you can watch that replay and jump right in and not miss a thing. The 4-hour full moon meditation immersion, that will be happening first time ever that we're doing this. It's part of the new course that I just mentioned. And you can still, like I said, you can still join. And if you have any trouble with payments or need a payment plan or anything like that, just write to us. We're very accommodating when it comes to that. I don't want anyone left behind. If you're wanting to join this course and money is a factor, write us and we'll always do the best we can to assist you. But if you're in the all-inclusive version of this program, or if you're in Wealth PowerTime events and the premier version, we'll be together for 7 full hours on the full moon, which includes the ritual and meditation. So it's unprecedented at Pillai Center. If you're not in those paid programs, please use what I said already. Do it at home, chant and write and meditate extra Shreem Brzees on that day. If you want to just join the Fire Lab and the meditation, there's a program called Wealth PowerTime Events, and it's a subscription. And inside of it, you receive the Full Moon Fire Lab every month, a 1-hour full moon meditation that's live and guided, also using Dr. Pillai's recordings, meditations, and then Friday Fire Lab, Poojas, or light and sound offering, all with Priest Premraj, who is English speaking and guides us the entire way. So that's something you can participate in every month. That one is only $54 per month, and you get those 5 different rituals as well as the meditation included. So we try to keep that as affordable as possible. Then we also have free events that we invite you to every single week: Friday group chanting at 8 a.m. Pacific time, and Sunday meditation and power time update with me. And they are both on Shreem Brzee YouTube as well as Facebook, which you're probably watching this on right now. So now let's do the meditation, and then I will get to some questions. So this is a meditation that Dr. Pillai did some months ago, and let me just get to my, there we go. Sorry about that. All right. So this is a pretty short meditation. I think it's about 4 minutes long. So allow yourself to be present without any distractions for just a few minutes while we dive into Dr. Pillai's meditation. Allow yourself to become comfortable. And close your eyes.
Finally, I'm going to give you a version of chanting Shreem Brzee that I have not revealed before. This is the first time, and it is especially for you, and it comes with my blessings for this group. And close your eyes. Krishna, you can translate my commands. Focus attention on your throat chakra. Receive the mantra Shreem Brzee going into your throat chakra. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. The bad money karma you have is located in the throat chakra, and this bad money karma is blocking money coming to you, and Shreem Brzee will destroy the bad money karma. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Receive the sounds going into your throat chakra. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee at the throat. There are no, strict rules around it. You can do it anytime. And for however long you want to do it. And I want to hear from you success stories following this practice.
Welcome back from the meditation. I know it was a short one, but it is powerful. So that concludes our session. Now I invite you to ask some questions. And please join next week. Every week at 11 a.m. we have Pacific time. We have this gathering, and it's not always a full-blown webinar like this one, but it is an opportunity for us to get together, go through the power times of the week. I tell you what to do, how to do it, making sure that you're utilizing Shreem Brzee to the best of your ability, having all that you need to move forward into each new week. So please join us. And also please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell so that you are notified of the ceremonies, notified of the live events. Sometimes they're ceremonies. And make sure you like the videos. This helps us reach more people. So I see a question, and for some reason I'm not able to post in the chat, but there's a question about the program and when does it start. I mentioned two different programs. One is called the Shreem Brzee Manifestation Immersion. This is a 4-week program. It started today. A portion of it started on Friday, but if you would still like to join, you can join. You can watch the replay from today's teaching session. We've had a meditation. We had a teaching from Dr. Pillai, and it'll go for 4 weeks. So part of those, if you want to join the premier version, is the 4-hour meditation immersions, which helps us go really deep. Dr. Pillai has suggested what we should be doing is chanting and meditating together for 4 to 8 hours. It's also why on the full moon day, we will be gathering together for 7 hours. So we're increasing our capacity, and it's going to be really exciting. I'm guiding that program, and I'm absolutely in love with Dr. Pillai's teachings around Shreem Brzee, and so we're going to have a wonderful time. So you're invited. The link is below the video. It's called Shreem Brzee Manifestation Immersion. If you need help with the payments or anything like that, just reach out to us, office@pilaicenter.com. There's also a program that is a subscription, which is based on the rituals. So if you want to just join the full moon meditation, that's 1 hour, and the full moon fire lab guided by Priest Premraj, then, and there's also weekly Poojas, or sound and light offerings. That is one subscription, and that happens, it renews every month. You can cancel it at any time. So if you want to join the full moon this week, which is happening on February 15th, then you can join the Wealth Manifestation, the Wealth Power Time events, also link below this video. If you have any other questions, I am happy to respond. Yeah, so Florence, the 4-hour program is the premier version of the Shreem Brzee Manifestation Immersion. How many people are studying this? There are many, many, many people around the world using and studying Shreem Brzee, and so many that we don't know them. Sometimes they find it and it's not, they don't know it's linked to Dr. Pillai or anything from the Pillai Center. So it's very popular. Ian, can we do the lime rolling after dark? Yes. So the ideal time for a pradosha, they're called pradoshans or 13th moons, is right before sunset. It's another juncture of transition. 13 is a powerful time for transition, and the sunset is a powerful time for transition. And so we use those times to help us access that transformational energy that'll help move our karma out, our stored karma out. So, but if you can also certainly do that technique any time of the day. It's just, if you can get it at sunset time or an hour and a half before sunset, then that's ideal. Well, you're very welcome. Thank you, Fox, for being here. Any other questions? Can you tell me timings on the full moon day? No, I can't, unfortunately. You're gonna have to, I don't have them off the top of my head. You'll have to look them up for exact timings of whether it's the 13th moon or the full moon. And normally that would be on some sort of Vedic astrology site. AstroVed is the one that we recommend. So if you have the AstroVed app, it's called AstroVed Assistance or AstroVed Hora Watch, download one of those and you'll be able to track all of the moon phases. We are working on a Shreem Brzee app that will have this good information in it as well. Can you please tell me the time, PST, Friday, Sunday? Yes. Okay, so the question is, what are the times inside the program? So the program that we host, the Shreem Brzee Manifestation Immersion, the paid program, 9 a.m. Pacific time every Sunday for the teachings. We just had one today, which, like I said, you can watch the replay, and then the next one will be next Sunday. If you're in Wealth Power Time events or the all-inclusive version of the immersion program, 7 a.m. Pacific time for the Poojas on Fridays, every Friday. The full moon meditation and Fire Lab changes every month depending upon when the best time it is. The best time it is for the priest to be performing that in India. We pick the most auspicious timings. So those shift month to month, but the Friday pujas are always the same, 7 a.m. Pacific. And then this program, since it's the immersion program, I know we're talking about two different programs. The immersion program is only 4 weeks long. So we're going to go deep into Shreem Brzee in this brief time. So if you're not wanting a long commitment, this is the perfect program for you because we're covering a lot of content in a short period of time, but you are welcome to craft the course in a way that works best for you. And I made that really clear today on the teaching portion of the program to make sure you're creating the program that works for you. We don't want you to fail. There's a question about, I'm doing some energy work, keeps me away from Babaji's presence, but at the same time, Babaji says, Shreem Brzee does work mechanically. Am I disrespecting him? You're not disrespecting Dr. Pillai by taking care of yourself in any way that you feel you need to. A long time ago, when Dr. Pillai, we had more access to him, I had some conflict, let's say, in my schedule. And I was choosing Dr. Pillai, and I said to him, like, is it right? Am I disrespecting this other person? And he said, no, you don't know how long I'm going to be here on this earth plane. You should always choose me. That was my path, right? So that was my path to choose his presence. But now Dr. Pillai isn't doing anything physically, in physical presence any longer. It's all online. So you should be able to fit whatever other meditation or energy work you're doing along with Dr. Pillai's teachings or Shreem Brzee teachings. So I'd hope that they would all work well for you. That was for you, Omar. Oh, Thea, if this is the first time you're hearing about this program, please come, join, write to us, office@pillaicenter.com. Question about doing lime rolling for family members. I would, if it's a child or an elderly person or a sick person who can't do it for themselves, you can assist them in doing it. If it's a child, if you're a child, you can kind of roll the lime around them and then cut it, sure. But if it's a able-bodied person, you don't want to do that because then you might be taking on some of their karma by trying to do the karma removal process that they're not willing to do themselves. So it's a little bit of a tricky situation. Make sure you always do it for yourself. You can assist those who are not able to do it for themselves, but don't do it on the behalf of someone who is able-bodied. Maria, thank you. So she said, just to let you know, a beautiful small manifestation I'm experiencing these days in my business by having my mind all the time, Shreem Brzee. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So this is the type of thing. It doesn't mean like some big, $1 million is going to fall off the roof. Sometimes it's just that you're able to chant Shreem Brzee and small things start happening. And that is how it starts. And then it begins to grow. We shouldn't necessarily expect that a huge shift might happen, because if it doesn't, we may get disappointed and then we may not progress. Expect small miracles that happen all the time and allow them into your life. Sometimes it's just a little easier for us to take those in because we're conditioned that sometimes things are hard. Or you can certainly feel outrageous things will happen all the time, as long as you don't let anything stop your enthusiasm. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, good question, Denziana. What exactly means to commit to Shreem Brzee? Does it mean to chant with awareness? I like to chant mentally as much as possible, but it's not always aware. Commit to Shreem Brzee is committing to something. So whether it's chanting or meditating or writing, commit to Shreem Brzee, the mantra, the goddess, in any way that works for you. It could be a personal relationship with the goddess. I have the statue back here. You can be speaking to her on a regular basis, right? So it doesn't matter what the commitment is, it's your commitment. It's your internal commitment. I made a commitment in 2015, and it was interesting. I'll just give you the story so that maybe it'll help you. Dr. Bly had been sharing Shreem Brzee for years, and I knew of the mantra, and I just wasn't practicing it regularly. He had a lot of mantras. He's a lot of mantras, right? And in 2015, Dr. Bly came and said, you know what, he said, this is him, I haven't been, he said himself, I haven't been committed to this mantra, but I'm recommitting. And I want you to as well. I think he made a public video. And I thought to myself, okay, yeah, if you're committing, I'm going to commit. And so my commitment was simply that I was going to start a regular practice. Didn't matter what it looked like. I started just chanting Shreem Brzee and counting it on a little counter. I carry malas around, carry my little counter around, something that would remind me to do it every single day. And then after some time, maybe I wouldn't do it every single day, but I was implementing this practice and this commitment that has now guided me several years later to be chanting Shreem Brzee every day and to have amazing miracles show up in my life. So any commitment that is your commitment to the mantra, to the process, to the goddess is perfect. Consistency is important. Question, we have to chant Shreem Brzee full moon day, how many times and what time? As many times as possible, particularly at night. The nighttime is a really ideal time to be connecting with the goddess, especially on the full moon. So you want to do that in your time zone. And how many? 1,008 would probably go pretty quickly. Commit to an hour if you can of chanting or meditation. That would be ideal. If you can't do an hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the best you can is the whole idea is that you do more on the full moon. So if you're doing an hour every day, then do 2 hours. If you're doing 5 minutes a day, do 20 minutes. Just do more on the full moon because it will come back to you in a greater amount, right? It'll be multiplied. Oh, welcome, Lise. Thank you for joining the program. Can Shreem Brzee affect your FICO score, your credit score, your bank balance, attracting material things like diamonds and platinums, health consciousness? Everything that Shreem Brzee creates is from within. So our spirit creates matter. Our consciousness creates what is in our life and around in our life. And so when we have Shreem Brzee embodying us in a way that because we're consistently doing mantra, connecting with the archetype, the goddess, things will start unfolding around us. And it looks different for everyone. Maybe there's a way for your health to improve, your relationships to improve, your FICO score to get better, depending upon how you're paying attention to the needs and the order of your financial details, right? Everything is possible. It starts from within. So I can't say, you know, exactly what will manifest for you because everyone's different. And it depends on how Shreem Brzee plays through you. The first step is to make sure you're incorporating the practice in some way into your life and loving it. You know, it's really important to actually love and enjoy what you're doing and engaging with Shreem Brzee. Dr. Pillai says, create a personal relationship with her. So this person, yes, if you purchased the 4-week program, fantastic, welcome. If you missed the course, the introductory teaching this morning, don't worry, it's probably not even uploaded yet, so it'll take some time. And once the recording is there, just get started, because the recording is really for the teachings for the week. So you didn't miss anything except for watching me live, which there'll be a recording on your program site in a few hours. So no worries. And if you have any trouble accessing the course, just let us know. I have been seeing expensive cars. I have been getting free stuff. Exactly. Awareness is part of it. So maybe you're noticing these cars. I remember there was a period of time where I just kept seeing Bentleys everywhere, not everywhere, but in, you know, more often than not. And they're not a very usual car. So I thought, oh, this is interesting. So noticing what you're witnessing, what's coming into your awareness, what's showing up for you is important. And then also what you're actually receiving, it's coming to you personally. You're welcome. Thank you. If I missed a question, just repost it, please, because I was not able to probably get them all. I'm just seeing if I have, excuse me, any other questions that I've missed. I answered the line rollings for families. I answered the commitment. I think that's everything. Any other questions or sharing? Florence Bentley. Yeah, I kind of like Bentleys. They're pretty sweet. I'm using the above link from Dr. Pillai. Is that recording holds good? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but we have plenty of recordings from Dr. Pillai on Shreem Brzee meditations. If the one that I played isn't yet on this page or this site, I'll make sure it gets added. But it's on the Pillai Center YouTube. So that's what we have going on now, folks. So you got the 13th moon, you have your marching orders for what to do today. The full moon's coming up in 2 days. You have what to do for it. I invite you to join the paid programs. I know if it's not in your budget, then do everything that I already told you to do for free. If it is in your budget, join the programs as that extra layer of commitment. There's there's community gatherings, teachings. You have access to the website with all of the recordings organized for you. So there is that added element. And of course, there's the 4-hour immersions if you want to go deep into that. So we offer a little bit for everybody. If you're able to join the paid programs, we invite you to do so. And if not, we give you lots of free stuff for you to be on your way with Shreem Brzee and be manifesting in 2022. The flower does not, oh, rah, sure, yes. We'll put up an image of Dr. Pillai for the 4-hour meditation. No worries. Thank you, Rara. She said she loves the course. We love having you. Yeah, that 4-hour meditation was something else. Really, really amazing. All right, so I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I don't see any other questions. We did everything we needed to do. I gave you the power time updates for this week. Fridays, every Friday is always a power time, so you can connect with Shreem Brzee this week as well. And if you're in our programs, you'll be with the puja on Fridays, as well as the meditations in the evenings. And then there's the free chanting meditation on Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific every Friday. So that will set you up for everything you should need. Thank you, Johnny, saying Shreem Brzee works wonders. All right, so thank you again for being here. Lots of love. Do your Shreem Brzee practice, do your Brzee at the throat, and I will hopefully see you on the full moon. If not, I'll see you Friday on our puja or next Sunday right here. Wishing everyone a full moon, blessed Shreem Brzee week. May all your dreams come true and Shreem Brzee shower you with